Tonight we have a lot to debate, and I want to also make this point that as a politician had once said that no intelligence is also an intelligence failure. The fact in this case is that there was prior intelligence. Joining us from Delhi, let's introduce our guest, please. D.R. Karthikeyan, former CBI director, is joining us from Delhi. Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP. Abid Rasool of the Congress Party is General Secretary of the Congress. He's joining us from Hyderabad. Also joining us from Hyderabad is leader of the Telangana Jagruti, Kavita Rao. Thank you very much, Kavita Rao. General G.D. Bakshi is Editor-in-Chief of Defence and Security. And General Shankar Prasad is a very well-known defence analyst. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let me go to you, Kavita Rao, first. You're seeing what is happening there around you. And there seems to be a growing sense of unease at the political battles that happen on terror. As someone from Hyderabad, how do you feel at what has happened, and do you feel that the government should have acted quicker, faster, and since there was prior information? Home Minister says there was prior information, but still nothing was done. Your reactions, please, Kavita.
First of all, please allow me to express my heartfelt condolences to my fellow Hyderabadis who have lost their lives in this heinous attack, and also to scores of people who have been injured in this attack. We really feel very bad about this, and shocked, in fact, and also terrorized to a greater extent, I should say. And as you rightly said, should the government have done more? Yes, definitely. And not only before the blast, after the blast also, there's absolutely no control of the situation there. The police should have already taken over the area completely. And as you were mentioning like a couple of minutes back, that these VIP visits, and particularly the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh visiting the place, we can really see how the entire security people, go there and make a hangama out of it, and pretty much, they wipe out all the forensic evidences. So I think the VIPs...
Why is that happening? Isn't it ridiculous that the Chief Minister, the same Chief Minister who did nothing when there was information, the same Chief Minister who's heading a state government which had prior information, and a Chief Minister who obviously knows that one of the principal targets of a possible terror attack in Hyderabad is this Dilsukh Nagar area, especially this area where the bus stop. The same Chief Minister within minutes rushes to that spot. What was he hoping to achieve? What was he hoping to achieve, Abid Rasool? Abid Rasool, what was he hoping to achieve?
Yeah. Mr. Arnab, there are two things. One, first I would like to explain to you that there were no specific information as being made out that this particular thing would happen at this particular place or by so and so.
So the information is available. So the information, sorry to interrupt you there. The information, so sorry to interrupt you there. The information that the Dilsukh, so 1 minute, sir. So the information, allow me, sir. The information that the Dilsukh Nagar area has been wrecked by certain groups is out there. You can check the news. You will get the news freely available in the last part of 2012. So don't say there was no information. The state government had an input 2 days back, and it had other information available to it a couple of months back. It doesn't take, Sherlock Holmes to put two and two together and say the first place which you safeguard is that place which has been wrecked. Yeah. Even a child can understand this, that the first place you safeguard is the place which is wrecked by terrorists. Yes, please, sir.
No, but basically, if what you are saying, I am not aware of this, first of all. And secondly, if at all there was specific information, I don't think that the government would be allowing it to happen. Thirdly, I would like to say this, that Dilsukh Nagar definitely is an area where a lot of trouble has happened earlier, where there were bomb blasts, there were political communal disturbances, and it is bordering the whole city. So whatever has happened.
Why was there no preemptive action taken, sir? 1 minute, sir. Why was there no preemptive action taken? You cannot expect the government to check each and every person. Oh, each and spot. I'm not talking about each and every spot. I'm talking about a spot. I am not talking of each and every spot.
About terrorism.
No, sir.
We are not talking about a law and order situation here.
I am not talking about each and every spot. Please don't trivialize what I am saying. I am talking of a spot that has been wrecked by the terrorists. So don't trivialize what I'm saying, sir. I request you, don't trivialize what I'm saying.
Of this particular information, what you're trying to put out to me that it was wrecked by terrorists, I'm not aware of that. I cannot answer that to you.
Okay,
now,
let's get. I get a third point of view in. No, I'll get a third point of view. I'll come back to you, Meenakshi Lekhi. Let's get your view in, and then I'll go to the experts.
Clarify on the Chief Minister's visit. What
Sir,
you are saying. The Chief Minister has taken enough care not to disturb the places where the blast.
I don't know if a Chief Minister.
His visit was only to reassure the people that
I don't know what reassurance
the government is serious. And within 15 minutes.
I think if he wants to
place and taken cognizance of the crime.
No, I don't know about this.
It's a matter of blame game what we are trying to do. But what I would like to also add
Chief Minister
is not only the Chief Minister. After that, all the political leaders are going there and
so what? Why are they going there? It's not a.
That is what we need to ask them.
It's a
Chief
spot
Minister
of a
has responsibility at the head of the affairs has gone there. It is understandable along with the police.
I get Meenakshi Lekhi
But not the other
respond.
leaders are required to go there. They need to.
There are three questions.
And take care of the law and order.
Arnab, just give me a minute here if you can.
Okay, please, Kavita Rao wants to come in before Meenakshi. Yes, Kavita.
Yeah, my Congress friend here has been saying that he's not aware of a recce being done or whatever in the Dilshuk Nagar area, but there have bombs that have been already discovered there before earlier in the same area, which were diffused. I mean, that is a soft spot. We know that it is a very sensitive spot. It has already been a target. They have discovered the bombs, diffused it. So at least there should have been some more, vigilance over the place, some more police protection, maybe at least some CC cameras or something. Today we have nothing, absolutely no proof of what has been done there or what has happened there.
Nothing.
How do we go back to investigate on this?
Basically, I agree with you that, but you also need, because you are from Hyderabad, I am from Hyderabad, you also need to understand that this particular area is highly populated and there is a migrant population which keeps on changing the home.
What is that got to do with the installation of CCTV cameras?
Whoever has selected. Whoever has selected this with a select.
Obviously,
it's very difficult to police this area, but still we are doing a good job.
But there is not even minimum police. That is the problem.
Cameras are there. The cameras footage is being.
So what was the police? Kavita is right. 1 minute, Abid Rasool, don't outshout Kavita. The fact is, she's right. Where is the police presence? Where are the CCTV cameras? We have no evidence today. And the terrorists.
I'm telling you, there is at that junction there is a CCTV camera there, which footage is being examined, and things will come out. It's only 2 hours since the blast, 2.5 hours. We cannot expect the police to come out with all the facts and. Put it on the ground.
I'll first get in Meenakshi Lekhi, then I'm going to come back to you. Well, 1 minute, gentlemen. 1 minute. The information is there. The information was not collated and acted on in the manner that it could have been. There was a certain level of complacency here. Meenakshi, let me get you in. You've heard 2 points of view politically. I'd like your point of view, please.
You see, my point of view is that we are not giving the correct messages to the terrorists, which should go from us as one India. We are trying to play divisive politics when it has come to fighting the battle on terrorism. And I think the government and especially the Home Minister has a lot to answer. And this is not a time that we should be discussing the fissures which exist in our polity and society. In fact, we should all stand together as one nation, one people. And if Dilshuk Nagar already had blasts, as Kavita is saying, that there were bombs which have been discovered in the past, it is supposed to be a sensitive area. There was 2 arrests which were made. I mean, I think NIA has been overrated because it has come into existence in 2008 and it has arrested 2 people. I think the state police needs to be strengthened, and that is one thing which this Home Minister needs to work at. Instead of creating multiple agencies, there should be some basic sense that state police needs to be strengthened for the simple reason the kind of information which a state police, which is like foot soldiers, can collect and collate, nobody sitting in Delhi can. Delhi can work as a center of collating. And unfortunately, to my information, I could be wrong, but I would request Mr. Rasool Khan and Kavita to comment on that. The police in Hyderabad, especially, and Andhra Pradesh in particular, is completely demoralized, like in many other states. So a certain amount of autonomy.
You are demoralizing the police more. They are doing a good job. The police under tremendous pressure. They are doing a good job.
They are not.
You just cannot
Mr.
pass
Rasool
sweeping
Khan,
remarks
they
against
were
the
doing
police
a
force.
good job.
No.
Mr. Rasool Khan, if they were doing a good job, this would have been prevented.
They are doing a good job. The thing,
I'm not telling you to agree. I'm not telling you to agree with me. I am putting my point across.
But you cannot just demoralize the police force and say they are totally demoralized and they not.
I am not demoralizing. I am not demoralizing. I'm saying exactly the opposite. I'm saying strengthen the state police.
Clearly that they are demoralized. How can you say that?
Strengthen the state police. Now don't try.
That is right. I agree with you. We need to strengthen. We need to strengthen. We need to fight. As you said, we need to fight together. We need to fight. Leave our political differences and fight. But you cannot pass sweeping remarks.
I want to get in Shankar Prasad now. Please, he raised his hand, gentlemen. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. You know, this is exactly what. No, 1 minute. Meenakshi Lekhi, 1 minute. You see, the fact is, today we have a strange situation where we are told we have intelligence inputs, we gave information. But Home Minister said, I'll have to find out if there was anything specific related to Andhra Pradesh. The Home Minister of India says 2 hours after a blast happens that I'll have to find out if there was anything specific to Andhra Pradesh. This is the Union Home Minister of India. 2 hours after a blast, Shankar Prasad is saying, I'll go and find out if there was anything specific to Andhra Pradesh, when the Delhi police itself has, through the confessions of people it has interrogated, found out that the very area where the blast has happened has been wrecked by terrorists. I mean, how ignorant can the Home Minister be of the facts, and why is he not being briefed properly? Why is he not being briefed properly before addressing the media?
In the newspaper.
Arnab, if I may just bring in 2 or 3 additional points. For the last 2 hours you've been covering this event very methodically. While everything else is whatever it is, the basic issue which we have neglected so far is another organization of the Government of India, which is called the NTRO. And the NTRO has got all the capabilities to find out all the communication that takes place. Remember, before any terrorist incident is generated, there has got to be some kind of communication, some kind of exchange of information, and the NTRO is capable of monitoring it accurately. But unfortunately, the NTRO today is headed by a person who is most non-operational. You need to have somebody who with operational experience to handle these matters of terrorism. If the NTRO is permitted to do the job for which it is meant, these incidents will have additional pinpoint intelligence, and that is how you can prevent these to happen. I mean, I'm amazed that there is some intelligence. If we had the NTRO's additional input into the exact place from where it is emanating, we would have been able to prevent this. So and the second major issue which I want to bring out after hearing the debates and reporting for the last 2 hours is that what is our capability to respond to it? Why have we made ourselves so weak that we are unable to respond to any of these incidents? I mean, time and time again we've been talking about making a deterrent. Do we have the capacity to respond to it? We had Hafiz Saeed the other day talking all kinds of things in Pakistan. We had Yasir Malik doing hunger strike in Lahore, and yet the Government of India is able to not do anything about it. Obviously these things will happen.
This is happening in a
time and time again.